family, by the way, called Heart Asks for Pleasure First. This, however, is written by me. It's called Waking Up. LA Story Condensed. I hear people talking, ultra-glib, name-dropping, self-promoting, acronym-ridden babble. Entitlement abounds. How are you really means, what are you working on? Your worth is measured by what you have and what you do. You are no longer human. The unspoken mantra goes, it's all about me and what I can get from you, like a virus that eats up the soul a bite at a time. True Hollywood story, broken, depressed. Is it still pretty? No. Is the passion still there? Yes. No choice. Suck it up, walk it off, keep going. Learn the lessons or die here in one form or another. This backwards classroom teaches me what really matters by displaying what does not. I learn what truth is by unveiling the smoke and mirrors. I know what love is by seeing everything but. If you can rise above the lie, you will be free. You don't need this place, it needs you. Contradiction overflows. Chain-smoking vegetarian with peace sign bumper sticker, driving, texting, flipping someone off. Peace. But only for me and mine. Love, but only for some. Anything goes, but not really. With a chip on my shoulder and ready for a fight, I step into this land of delusion. A minor altercation in traffic, nearly hit walking through crosswalks. People lie to me constantly. I want you for this project. I'll call you right back. Let's do lunch. You're amazing. Love ya. Differing between the despicable and the insane, the gifted and the desperate, the great and the terrible. I see heartbreak everywhere I look, on every corner, in all its terrifying forms. My compassion grows. It's either that or hate, and I can't live with that. During a futile attempt to receive customer service over the phone, getting called sir has no effect on me whatsoever. In fact, by the end of the day, it's practically a compliment to at least be acknowledged as something human. Just another basic day in big bad Los Angeles. State of confusion. At a networking event, I offer my business card. Guy holds up his hand in protest, saying, "I don't do paper." So I guess I will be writing you any checks then. Cut off your nose to spite your face thinking, I call that. No paper, huh? Well, I certainly hope you have a bidet at home. Auditioning. Walking down Ventura Boulevard in the summer heat, trying to hurry before makeup and spray tan start to run. Shaking off a road rage incident to focus on the task at hand, I triple check everything, headshot, resume, project address, roll sides. Who am I and what am I doing this time? Herded like cattle from one room to the next, belittled for no good reason, scolded as a group because of one or two late arriving attention seekers. What the hell am I doing here? I fumble the lines reading for an infomercial for the latest fat-busting, consumer-deceiving exercise gadget, because it's just too ludicrous to endure on this particular day. I walk the several blocks back to my car, street parking only for us actors, of course. I close the door and yell in anguish, when is it going to be good enough? I am grateful for each acting job and lesson learned. I've heard it all and seen it in the faces. Too masculine for this, too feminine for that, too short, too natural, too real, too muscular to be yoga girl, too femme to be butch, too strong. Doesn't look like the mom, doesn't look like the wife, not the pretty we're looking for. Interesting, but we don't know how to use you. But I'm none of your types. I'm not. I can't help it, I just break all the rules make me. But I'm all in now, and there's no going back. I create my own projects even though it's a straight uphill battle with no end in sight, discovering new obstacles with each step, and people trying to discourage me at every turn. I am steadfast. I discovered the film script of a lifetime with the made-for-me role about the first female pro quarterback. My passion is reignited. I immerse myself in football, the character, and taking on the monumental task of producing the film third and goal. Hyper-efficiency and overwork seemed necessary and right. But then I began to see the severe imbalance, and like a parasite it took over my life. After a while it grew stale, overdoing everything, while still thinking, just push harder, it's never good enough, must be bigger, stronger, faster. but then it's gone too far, into chronic frustration, depression, and burnout. And then I woke up one day and realized I'd become one of the Angelina. How can it be a soulless city of angels? How can I live a paradoxical life and be at peace? Managing passion in a sea of sharks, I learned. With various minor injuries and aches earned from training and role prepping, I escape into my mental spiritual sanctuary and survive LA madness one day at a time because the unshakable passion drags me along. Then, Super Bowl 47. My steely, untouchable world was flipped upside down when the best first date I could have imagined became the love of my life. My foundation was shaken as my damaged view on relationships shattered, and all others from the past paled in comparison. He was training me in football, and I can't pinpoint the precise moment love happened. But it's somewhere between the Super Bowl date and when he taught me how to take a sniff, which was all I could have hoped for and more. My sealed heart began to transform, and attaining a shred of patience, I let go of the reins. Workaholism finally tapered. The edge softened, the grim determination soothed and restored to inspiration. I remember to breathe. I learned that love isn't superfluous, or merely that idea I had put on a shelf in the back behind work, for a later, more convenient time, after success as I defined it, after more awards, more wins, some form of validation that will never be enough, after fill-in-blank of current high-bar intention, as a reward. I could have done that forever, but I would have woken up one day and realized I missed my life. My heart is unfrozen, and the walls have been broken down one stubborn brick at a time. Old hurt from abusive relationships of the past finally dissolved, and I'm on the sidelines and fearless. More football practice at the park with my love. Some little kids want to play with us. Before, this would have been an annoyance to interrupt my all-important film roll prep. Instead, I knew it was a gift, something to share, and to teach arrogant me what matters again, to slow down, to have fun. How could I turn my back on such obvious, simple delight, such joy? I see how it took a drastic shift, something extreme like true love, and a series of spiritual awakenings to shake me from workaholic perfectionism. It had to be sudden, swift, and in a sense, effortless. It had to be strong enough to pull my focus, to awaken me from the spell, to remind me who I am, to know balance. Success unfolds as I redefine it, and I triumph. Out of all my training, I see the most important is learning how to accept love. Of course, it's continual work, and sometimes the old self-hate rears its ugly head, disguised as motivational helpfulness. I'm still trying to be perfect, I say to my love. Why don't you just be jealous, he says. Good enough.
Oh, yeah.